There we go. Man, quick start to the stream today. Things went a lot more smoothly today. All right. So not too much going on today. I had to resubmit Altiverse for approval because I didn't have enough information in the details or in like the details section. So hopefully that should be done later today or tomorrow. I had a bit more information about like features and things like that. I'm still going to have to rewrite it later on. There's going to be quite a few things I'm going to have to improve about the store page. But yeah, should be all going good. Hopefully I should still have the playtest up by this weekend, assuming everything is all fixed up all right. So today, I want to do a couple things. So first off, I want to finish off the like the general level designs. The not very much, just at the very least floors, walls, make sure generators work in all 4 of the levels. And then assuming we have time, I started working on a improved logo for Altiverse. And so if we have time, I also want to do a little bit more work on that. And hopefully I can have that uploaded for the playtest as well, because that's going to look awesome. I'm actually designing it a little bit more by hand, a little bit less in engine. So hopefully it'll turn out all right. I've been working on my design skills a little bit. So I think it'll turn out quite a bit better than what I had before. So anyways, let's go ahead, jump right into it. So the levels themselves shouldn't be too much work. I was actually working on one right now before I'd started the stream. So this is the futuristic environment. I think I'm actually gonna switch this to unlit so I can see it a little better. You can see it a lot better in the headset. I feel like I may need to kind of brighten up the metallic material a little bit more. I feel like it might be a bit too dark. Either that or it's just this light I have on me right now. I'm just having a little trouble seeing it. So let's see, 3-1. So this is the 3rd level. I haven't completely finished the 2nd level. I only set up the start room for the 2nd level. And that's the office modern level. So we'll also have to finish off some of those, but it shouldn't be too bad. So let's see what we got here. So real quick before I forget, we need to generator snap. Let's take that off. 2-1, and in the room start, something I've been doing is this here. Actually, I really only need this right now. So the way that this is working is once we generate the level, let's create a custom event. Once we generate, that's the wrong thing. Hold on. I don't need to create a custom level. I need to reference this one. So this generate event is actually part of the base start room class. Actually, it's a part of the base. And this one is based off of the room start, which is based off of the base. So we add our call to parent function. So that way all the rest of the generation stuff still works. And then this, basically all we're doing at this point is just unloading the futuristic level here. So this one is just called future. Not that one. Okay, and then what I'll also do here in a second as well. I've also been putting a door that just kind of spawns for now. Later on, I'll have like a proper animation. You kind of get forced in, so you can't really back out. Not too much of a force, just enough where you won't accidentally phase through the wall. But anyways, the idea behind this is you won't be able to go back, so we can unload this level and not really have to worry about it at all, because I mean there's really not any need to go back, at least at the moment. Maybe I'll end up taking that out. Maybe I'll do like a performance check and see if I can kind of leave this level alone, because maybe players want to go back and just kind of get something real quick before they continue on their level. Anyways, so let's see here. I need to line this up right up against that wall. So I think I'm going to do a couple things. So first off, the X needs to be 0. And it looks like maybe around minus 1400 is about where it needs to be. Maybe 1350. It looks like it's still a little bit off. Okay, that's a bit too much. Oh, I have a cable underneath my arrow key. The laptop cable kind of slid under there. Trying to get this just right is not easy. And maybe I'm being a little too picky with it, but I really want for it to be like right up against there. Freaking cable, dude. I think 90 might actually be that sweet spot. Yeah, I think I need it at 90. I thought it might just be slightly overlapping, but that's what it seems like. Oh. There we go. All right. So there's that. Okay, now we need... I need to set this to unlit. I'm having a little trouble seeing it, just a little bit. Especially when it's got like a flat wall like this. All right, so we need a couple things. So first off, we need some sort of door. So I think I'm actually going to copy this door model here. I'm going to bring this one over into the start room, and this will kind of be our door here. Okay, and we're actually gonna need 2 of these as well. So it looks like maybe about minus 250, and then this is probably gonna be like right around 1,000 or something. Let's see what that looks like, just like that. 'Cause that should be like butted right up against it. All right, let's see here. I think this may work all right. I think it may be slightly offset. Like the platform might be a little bit off. But I don't know if it's really going to be noticeable. I think this will work all right. I think. We'll go and leave it. I think this will be all right. So let's go ahead. We also need a wall. So I'm thinking I may use... I think I'm probably going to use something like this. We'll bring this one in. Actually, I'll bring it right up to the position. I've been kind of trying to group them together a little bit, just so in case I need to slightly reposition them or anything, I can just grab some root component and not really have to worry about it. The only thing I don't really like is that these overlap, is that these kind of hang off the edge just a little bit. Shouldn't really cause any problems or anything, but it is a bit annoying. Hello, Space Engineer. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Copy those in. think. Okay, never mind. That did not that did not work like I thought it would. All right, that's fine. We'll go and just kind of reposition these around. Now, Space Pack was actually kind of interesting just because it's got a lot more abnormal shapes. So I'm trying to be very careful about what I choose to use. Like this floor is not the same one that I'm using in like the main level. I'm doing that for a lot of the other ones just for simplicity's sake. But like this is all one big platform. So I just kind of had to bring something up that I kind of liked. It's so weird. I understand it. I feel like a lot of futuristic stuff has a lot of different shapes typically, and if you look at like the way that the maps are built and things like that. But I just think it's so interesting, so weird. All right. Okay, so let's see here. Probably like minus 125. Oh, want that. God dang it. This cable keeps sliding underneath my arrow key. Maybe 75? I think that might work. Let's do that. I am noticing too, it looks like these rooms may be just a slight bit smaller. I may need to kind of push these walls out. I didn't center that correctly. Oh, give me 1 second. Okay, so let's see here. This needs to be pushed out a little bit more. What did I do for this one? I did 250. So do I need to do like minus 1,250? Is that what I need to do? Okay, yeah, that's right. Perfect. All right. Just grab one of these. Just kind of rotate this around. And then we could do, I think that would be positive 1250 and then positive 1000. Perfect. There we go. Now we got our walls and everything. I thought to finish drawing assets for you, but the Gravity Sketch developers released an update after which it became possible to model. Oh, really? Convenient work. Dang, that sucks. I have not used Gravity Sketch regularly myself, but that sucks. I hope they at least fix it here soon. Is it just like a single update that just kind of broke everything, or is it something specific with like your hardware? I just realized these walls are taller than the other ones. Hold on. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about this, but hold on. Yeah, look at that. The walls for the office level actually sit shorter than the walls for the future one. The future one actually come right up to where my model originally was. Interesting. Okay, now I need to work on a ceiling. Let's see what we got for ceiling. Should I be looking up ceiling or roof? Let's see, we got ceiling turrets. That might be interesting for later. Ceiling pipes. Okay, looks like we might have a few different ceilings here to look at. Okay, that one's pipes, that one's junction. So it's probably going to be one of these ones. Okay. By the way, these are all a little broken. I screwed up when I was importing these and I used the wrong material. So they're all just kind of using the incorrect material and I have to manually change it for all the futuristic ones. So hold on. Let's just to get a sense for like how it's all supposed to look. Material close. Some of them for some reason just didn't even get a material, and I'm not really sure why that was. That one was a really weird one to me. Okay. So let's see here. We got a few different ones to work with. Let's see. Let me switch this to unlit real quick. I'm kind of liking this one, or maybe one of these two. I don't know that I like this one as much. This one might actually work all right. I'm going to go. Trying to decide. You know what? I think I'm going to take out these three just because their offsets are a little weird. I kind of don't feel like fighting with that. I wrote to them to fix it. They don't care. Oh, that kind of sucks. Hopefully you're able to find a fix for that soon. That would be that'd be really unfortunate if it just doesn't work anymore. I have an idea. I'm gonna do. Oh wait, I can't do that here. So I have like several different things I'm thinking about all at once. I think I'm gonna go with this one right here. I think I like this one. So I'm gonna do this. Just go and grab all the floor pieces. Bring this up. Right there. I think at that point it's overlapping. And then we're going to go and grab this one right here. Bring this one over. That's the wrong thing. I didn't just break. Okay. It's having a bit of a fit. I used to do it quickly collected locations. It became impossible to work at this. I tried to roll back the version, but I failed. Yeah, that sucks. I hope that ends up getting fixed. It does really suck when things kind of stop working. I need to restart this. I think I might need to restart this. Gravity Sketch, do they only have, I know I've seen it on Steam. Do they only have a Steam version, or do they have a non-Steam version as well? Because I didn't know you could roll back versions in Steam. Let me look this up real quick. Gravity Sketch. Or am I thinking of something else? Am I thinking of something? I might be thinking of something else. Hold on, let me check. Gravity Sketch. No, I was thinking of the right thing. Gravity Sketch does have a Steam. Let me see here. Industries. Oh, they have it for a few different platforms. Oh, I didn't. I have seen Gravity Sketch in VR, and I've seen people use it. I didn't realize that they also had an iPad application. Interesting. I think Steam version has become the same. Oh, okay. I imagine the Steam version is just for like VR and stuff like that. Yeah, well, hopefully that ends up getting fixed soon. That'll be unfortunate if it doesn't work anymore. I think I need a bigger table. I keep hitting things up against my laptop. Oh, man. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to delete those. And then go away, dock. All right. Let's give this another shot real quick. I forgot to grab that real quick. There we go. No crashes this time. Oh, god damn it. It is raised. Alright, fine. Oh, wait. Are these slightly bigger, too? Oh, no, they're not. Okay. That was just a me thing. I thought they were slightly bigger. There we go. Cool. All right, there we go. There's our start room. Where is? I need to make sure this lines up. I've noticed on some of the meshes it does not line up correctly. Cool. So I just have to double check that. I won't worry about the door. Actually, you know what? It'll be quick. Door will be quick. Let me just grab these two. Okay, that did not work at all. Maybe I need to import both of them or something. There's no like just closed mesh or anything like that. That kind of sucks. So grab that. Grab that. There we go. Lines up perfectly. Awesome. And then all that's needed, I think if I set this, yeah, cool. So yeah, it will adjust the scale for both of them. Awesome. So all I need to do is take this, set relative scale 3D to full zeros. And copy all this over here. I need to get some door closing sounds as well for this. I have one for the medieval, and I have those implemented, but needs a little bit more work. I used to pack assets in VR in one evening. Modeled now it has greatly increased in time, and it has become inconvenient. Corrections to the controller when capturing polygon. Okay, I have not used Gravity Sketch in quite a while, so I'm not as familiar anymore with how it functions. I use mostly Blender myself. I would like to see about trying to use something like Gravity Sketch or some other VR modeling application again. I felt like I was able to do it a little bit better in VR than I was using a mouse and keyboard. Maybe like a difference in the way I was able to manipulate things. It kind of made it easier. Does that make sense? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But Maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe I'm just crazy and that just wasn't the case at all. Is there a hole here? There is a hole here. Oh, I didn't save the level. Okay. Hold on. Make sure everything is saved. There we go. All right. There we go. Yeah, but Blender I feel like is very much just a good starting point, to be honest. Yeah. All right. I didn't realize I had my demo level showing. I did not need that. Okay. Now, before we start working on all the side levels, because I want to try and get like a general feel for how all this is going to be laid out. So we'll go and work on the apocalypse level here real quick. Make sure this is working all right. 4-1. Okay. All right. Now this is one I'm kind of struggling with a little bit. Let me think for a second. Hold on. I had a couple thoughts here all at once. First things first, let me do this. If I open up the 4-1. I think it's called Apocalypse. Yeah, Apocalypse. All right. All right. I need to think about this one for a second. Degrees of 3D modeling in VR cannot be exchanged for anything and in no way. Yeah, I feel like really for a lot of people, it just kind of depends. Like maybe it's preference or something like that. Or I'd say maybe part of it's preference and part of it's like what you're modeling. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a 3D modeler, so you know I don't think I know as much about what I'm talking about. Yeah, I do it for my own projects and that's about it. I'm definitely not an expert when it comes to modeling or design or anything like that. I am getting better at it though. I'm getting a little bit better. Slowly over time. Mostly with the 2D side of things. I'm still not nearly as good when it comes to 3D. Okay. So, here's the conundrum. I'm not entirely sure what to do with the apocalypse level. I have some ideas. Right now, my idea, because to me, when I see apocalypse, right, it's usually, you know, an abandoned society. There's usually a lot of time spent outdoors, not as much spent indoors, unless you're staying somewhere for shelter. At this point, there may not be as much shelter going around. So right now I have two ideas. One idea that I have... well, first, let's go and get rid of all this. I don't know why I have all this in here. So one idea that I have is I can basically have an outdoor level where everything is kind of walled off, but there's nothing above. The only thing that's above is maybe like a glitched out sky. Or maybe it kind of looks like a bit, maybe it even looks like a bit like cosmic or something like that. The other idea that I have, and this is probably going to take me a little bit of time to do, but I create a second generator that's specifically for creating city landscapes. And that might allow for me to create something a little different. I think that's something I have to do later on anyways. but that's another idea I have. The idea is to make a follower and even with generation backroom. I would like to see about adding in a follower later on. I'm not going to worry about that right now because that's a lot of complexity I don't want to have to worry about in the moment. But yes, I am going to be adding a follower later on down the line. But the third idea that I have is, is that our survivor's basically taken shelter in some area. And so she's kind of already in an internal place. Like maybe she was running away from bandits or something like that. That was kind of my last idea there. So let's do this real quick. Let's first grab just a bunch of different floors. We'll start there. Okay. So we'll grab a bunch of different floors. We'll also grab a bunch of different walls. And just kind of go from there. So let's go and grab just a bunch of these. I'm going to kind of lay these out so I can kind of get a general feel for what my options are. I'm pretty sure some of these are going to already be like immediate no-goes. There we go. Okay, so there's our floors. Then let's also get some walls. The backroom gen, such a joke in the form of a game. Honestly, I think that's probably what I'm going to have to kind of end up doing is designing something that's a little bit more backrooms-esque just for this character specifically. Such a pain in the butt to do. Cause the thing about Apocalypse is, right, I can easily make a more like structured like room and wall scenario for something that's medieval, because you know there's still like kingdoms and taverns and things like that. I could do the same thing for like a modern office environment. Did not mean to smack that. I could do the same thing for like a modern office environment. That makes quite a bit of sense. And I can do the same thing for a futuristic space environment, because you can't go anywhere in space. You have to be inside of a spaceship or a space station. The only problem is Apocalypse, because in apocalyptic environments, you're not supposed to be spending as much time indoors. You're supposed to be spending a lot more time outdoors. The only time you're indoors is when you're taking shelter or you're finding some place to sleep for the night. It's really a weird problem that I'm just trying to figure out what the best way to handle it is. I mean, I do have a bunch of assets for a bunker. I could basically say that she's kind of taken refuge in like some sort of nuclear silo or something like that. I don't know that I love that idea, to be honest. I do see there's quite a bit of like fences and stuff though. Let me see this. I'm going to import a couple of these. Because this might end up working. I do like some fences, some like containers. I'm just going to grab a bunch of these. We're going to see how these all look. Take this. Because if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to make this look a little bit more outdoorsy, I think what I want to do is just kind of have it where there's just nothing above. It's just like a sky sphere above. Might need to jump into GIMP for a little bit. Kind of play around with some sort of glitched effects. Okay, so some of these have some broken assets. Let me see here. Where are... Let's look at this real quick. Hold on. Somewhere it looks like we're supposed to have a fence or something. Wire? Is this what I need? God damn it. Hold on. Let me do this. I'm going to create material instance. Oh, that's right. I forgot this kind of broke. I think I need to change this to a parameter. There it is. Convert to parameter. Okay. Texture. Maybe even think about the verticality for the levels. I am going to have some verticality, yes. Some of the levels are going to be more than one, or some of the rooms are going to be more than one level. And I would like to see about maybe even having it so I can kind of have them so I can put rooms on like a second or a sub level and kind of have those branch off a little bit. I have to be very careful though. There's limitations to what I can do just because of performance issues. So I have to be very careful. I can't just do anything. I'm very much restricted by the capabilities of the Quest 2. But I do like the idea. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to do this real quick. Looks like this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. I think those are all the ones with the broken textures. Okay, let's find out real quick which one of these. There we go. Okay. Oh, I see. There's supposed to be transparency in there. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I'll worry about transparency later on because transparency is a huge fucking pain in the butt. I may have to see if I can find an alternative to that. So just kind of looking at these, right? We got, I mean, it looks like these fences kind of go to the ground. If I were to take something, is this cement? It looks like concrete. Close enough. If I were to take something like this concrete, I could easily take something like that, kind of raise it up so that way it's flush with the floor. We'd still be able to see over the top. So it would still kind of feel a little bit more open than it is if I just kind of have a sky sphere around. The only thing I need to come up with is I need to think about what is this sky sphere going to look like. I don't think I'm going to use that. I feel like that's a bit too much. But maybe I can find like some containers or something that I can place around. Actually, let's do a quick look. Container. Oh yeah, look, we got some shipping containers. So we could probably do something like these. Just to kind of mix it up here and there. The other thing I have to keep in mind about verticality is that'll immediately break a lot of what I'm trying to do, because the other thing I have to think about too, right, is if I do... Hi, by the way, Toasty. Hope you're doing well. The other thing I have to think about too is if I do verticality, I can't... I don't want to allow players to see outside of their surroundings. I still need them to be somewhat walled off, or I need to somehow restrict what they can see around them. And the reason for that is because in order to try and keep performance as good as possible, what I've been doing is I've basically been hiding any rooms or any structures that are not absolutely necessary for the moment. So if I start adding in verticality, I need to be very careful, because then players may need to be able to see what's around them. So I either need a way to restrict what they can see from that height as well, or I need to figure out some other performance optimization technique to kind of support that. That's something else I have to think about. But if I do a city, or not city, let me see here. Building. Okay, there are, okay, it's BLD, that's what it's called. I mean, there are buildings and stuff. Like, there's this kind of building, right? So long as I kind of, like, board up the door or something so they can't go through, that would be fine. And I'd probably need to furnish the inside or kind of make it so you can't see through the windows. Maybe I could add, like, some foggy windows or something like that. Oh, actually, oh, this is glass for that, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So, I mean, that kind of works. Let me see what else we got. We got, like, an auto repair shop. I don't know if that works great, though. See, really the only thing, if I'm going to do, like, a full cityscape, I need for it to somewhat make sense. So, like, it doesn't need to make perfect sense. It's supposed to be a broken reality. But it needs to make some amount of sense, you know? And that's kind of where there's a lot of problems there. And I could probably do, like, some of these, like, next to each other. I might have to see if I can't create, like, a cityscape generator. It's going to be a huge pain in the butt. Ooh, all these are attached to each other. Need to make sure these are not attached. All right. So, I think for now, I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can put together a cityscape generator. I won't do it right now during the stream because I think that's going to take way too long. And this is going to be a relatively short stream. But I think I might see if I can't put together some sort of city type generator. And then what we'll do for now, I think I'm going to take probably some of these slabs of concrete. I think I'll just take one of these for now. I'll take one of these slabs of concrete. I'll take this one. And using this, I kind of place it around. Ooh. Okay, I don't know why this offset is like this. This is so weird. Okay, so it needs to be raised up 250. That is so weird. I've never seen an offset like that for the floor. There we go. Okay, so we'll do that for the floor. We'll go and take out some of this other stuff. And I'm going to have to see if I can put together like a city type generator. And I won't put any ceiling. What I want to do, I think, is put together some sort of sky sphere specifically for this level. Okay, so let's see here. Which one do I want to use? Because right now I just want to use one just to keep it kind of simple. Let's see. I want for you to not be able to see underneath. So I think that one and that one are kind of out. Oh, wait, actually. Oh, no, they're just kind of sunk into the ground. Oh, I see. Okay. So actually those ones might still work. Let's see here. I don't really like that one. I feel like this one might be a little too low. That one you can see through just a little bit too much. That's for that one. I think I'm probably going to go with a little something like this. Because I think this makes a little bit more sense. The other thing I haven't thought about too is I need some way to do like doors or something. And I don't have a way to do that. That's going to be a problem. No, I won't worry about for this level right now. This Apocalypse one is really going to push me. This one is gonna be what makes things difficult. Uh, oh man. Yeah, I think I really am going to need some sort of like city type landscape in order to make this work. Shift it over just a little bit. I kind of screwed this up. Did not mean to do that. There we go. Okay. There we go. Attach them all to that one. Cool. All right. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere at least. There we go. And then go and copy these. We're just going to reuse these right now for the entrance and exit walls. Yeah, this isn't going to look the best, but it'll at least work for now. Oh, I've been modifying the end room this whole time. No wonder I've been seeing the changes in the level. Oh my god. Oh, I've been modifying the wrong room this whole time. Oh well. I can just copy all this. Oh, man. I thought I'd been modifying the beginning room this whole time. That'll still work. Okay. This does need to come forward a bit, though. And then this all needs to come right on over here. Any plugin on Unreal Engine for generating locations in voxels? I mean, I don't have a plugin for voxels. You know what? Turn on actually is a good idea. Oh, hold on. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. I mean, let me think here for a second. Not voxels. Teardown is... You're talking about this one, right? Teardown? You know what? That's not a bad idea. Voxel models. Because I know there are... I've seen like Blender alternatives that can make like there was actually like a Blender fork that's specifically for making voxels. I've seen like actual applications that are specifically designed for making like voxel art. See, there's like this one. Create a voxel model. I wonder, is it possible 3D model to voxel? I feel like I've seen something that can do that before. Convert your 3D model or image to a voxel. Here we go. Let's try something real quick. If I took... Where is it? Let me see. Where do I have it? I think... Not there. Wait. It's not going to be there. Where did I have it? This one? Here we go. If I took... Just real quick as an example. Oh, you know, I haven't reinstalled Blender, have I? Oh, well. We'll do this then. Locations. Why is it not letting me? Okay, let's do this then. Oh, do I need to... I need to convert to an OBJ or something. Okay. So I need to convert it to an OBJ in order to make this work. Let's see, there's also Magica Voxel. Let me see. How do I import your 3D model into Magica Voxel? Supports exporting models into the OBJ format. I might be able to use something like that. I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, it does make sense using voxels like that. I'm going to have to think about that. Because that means I'm going to have to take all these and basically re-import them. So I'm going to have to think about that. That might not be a bad idea, though. I do like the idea. Now I'm thinking about it. All right, you know what? Let me go and save everything real quick. we're gonna leave it like this for a second. Cause man, I might need to think about that. Cause if that's the case, maybe I shouldn't do the rest of the levels right this moment. Maybe I need to wait on that. All right. I need to run to the restroom real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, I have an idea. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do something. Let's grab a single mesh, okay? We'll grab this one for a second here. Okay? Let me see here. Asset actions, export. I'm gonna export this to my desktop. Okay. And okay, so I have to export it as an FBX. Okay, that's fine. Export that. Let's see. 3D model to voxel. We're gonna run a quick little experiment. I think this was the one I'd seen before. Okay, so I need to convert it to an OBJ. So let's do this. We're going to do, I don't think I have, okay, I do have Blender installed. Cool. We're going to do this. Clear everything out. Import FBX. Okay. Okay, let's go and delete that. Cool. Make sure there's nothing else going on here. That's not what I meant to do. I'm not going to worry too much about the material. I'm not worried about the material. I have optimized the ever-living heck out of all my materials. So I'm not at all concerned about the material. What I'm concerned about is performance. And so I think in the terms of the model, one of the big things is going to be the vertice count and polygon count. I think those are probably going to be the more important things here. So I'm going to export this to a desktop. Okay, I'm just going to call this building. Okay. Now, I should... Perfect. Building.obj. Load single texture as PNG. Skip texture. Here we go. Okay, so this is kind of roughly what it ends up looking like. Let's increase it a bit. I haven't used Magica Voxel in a while. Maybe I need to re-download that too if I'm gonna end up doing this, because it might even be a little faster than this thing here. Okay, that's a little bit more higher quality. It's, yeah, I like that a little better. Okay. I like the. Did it have like a little bit of corrosion on the side or something? Oh, it does just a little bit. It's very slightly indented here. That's kind of funny. I like the way it does that. Okay. So we end up with a little something like this. So we're going to save this. There we go. Okay. So building 454. Once it's done, it's almost all done. Let me also look this up too. Magica Voxel. I actually don't think Magica Voxel supports Linux. I might be wrong though. They might have a Flatpak version though. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead. Import OBJ. Just to make sure it kind of imported correctly. To generate locations. Hold on. To generate locations with code and voxels, not to ready-made voxel assets. Well, I'm not really concerned about making things that can be broken or anything. Like, how would I convert an FBX to a sort of voxel asset though? That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out though, if that's what you mean. Yeah, that's not gonna that's not gonna go very well. Okay, let's see then. Let's see if we can find a way to do this in Unreal Engine then. Hold on. Unreal Engine 3D model to voxel. It is cuz I need to make sure that this is going to run well on the Quest. So I'm keeping a close eye. I'm trying to find like that balance, right? Quality versus, I guess that would kind of be quality and quality. There's something like this. I'm not really sure why this is called voxel. That doesn't really look like a voxel thing to me. love it when it references forms that don't exist anymore. Engine build voxel. Yeah, this might not end up working quite as well. I think I'd have to stick with the sort of low poly thing I've got right now. I did not mean to smack that. Yeah, there is this voxel plugin. It's something that I'd have to pay for, so I'd have to see. I don't really know that it has like all the features and stuff that I'd really be looking for, to be honest, though, because this is more for like terrain generation, right? I'm not concerned about terrain. I'm concerned about level generation. It's like I'm aiming for more of a dungeon generation, not so much a terrain. The other thing I have to think about too is if I decide to go voxel, I need a way to animate it as well. I'm probably going to end up sticking with the low poly models right now I have, that I have, because I think it may just end up doing a little better in the long run. I thought I took this out. Why is the floor? That's weird. Interesting. Okay. Okay, we'll go and leave this for now. All right, let's go ahead and work on the logo a bit. I'm gonna have to take a break on that. I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit. Maybe we'll even work a little bit on the design for the for the sky sphere as well. Okay, give me 1 second. Got to bring it over from my laptop. Maximum values to that nanites. Problem is nanites doesn't work in VR. Or if it does, I've not managed to get it to work. I have to remember, this is going on an Android device as well as a PC device. So I need to make sure that I am at least keeping in mind the lowest I have to keep in mind the weakest device that this game is going on. And that's the Quest 2. So if it doesn't run on the Quest 2, then I've basically failed. That's the way I see it. I need it to be able to run smoothly on on all devices that I intend to allow this game to run on. There it is. Cool. That's what I meant to do. Before I forget, I'm gonna put this back. As far as I've found, because I did a lot of research, right, on like performance and things like that. And as far as I found, low poly is probably going to be the best bet for this. To be completely honest, maybe there's a way to make something like voxels work, but as far as I've found, low poly is probably going to be the best bet. And I have to very much keep in mind what it is that I'm trying to do. All right. So this is just kind of like the current design. And actually real quick, I want to do this. Actually, let me see this real quick. Unreal Engine. Or no, I know. Unreal Engine Android texture. There's a limit to how large the textures can be. Textures for mobile platforms. I think this is it. Texture sizes need to be a Textures can only be a maximum size of 2048 by 2048 in either dimensions, as this is the largest size allowed. Yep, so 2048 by 2048. Okay. Okay. So I think what I'm probably going to end up doing for the sky sphere. That's not right. Why is it not letting me select that color? Oh, wait. Am I clicked on the wrong thing? That would answer that. Okay. So my thought for this, I can basically do two things. I can either do something a little like this, and I'm thinking if I do this, I can actually do a gradient. That should actually be flipped around, I think. I'm actually going to pull this up a little bit. All right. So what I'm thinking is we'll do a little something like this. What I'm thinking to do for the because I don't want the sky sphere to be completely static, right? What I'm thinking to do is I'll have a few things that are part of the sky sphere. I'm thinking we'll do this sort of like gradient, something that's a little bit light to something that's a little bit darker. Then what I also want to do is I want to basically have it look a little bit maybe cloudy and a little bit what would be the word I'd want to look for? Maybe a little bit like add in like something that looks a little bit sort of like stars, I guess. And then what I'd like to see if I can, if it's something I can do, is have just a slight particle effect around the edges where it just kind of, there's like little pixels that just kind of float up and are just kind of shifting around. I think that's what I'm probably going to end up doing. Just a little something like that. So, let's see here. What is the best way to do this? So, probably want to change the brush a bit. Probably, actually, leave the brush alone. I think what I may want to do here, do one for clouds, and we'll do one for stars. Okay, now, since this is meant to be a little bit broken, we'll start with the stars a bit. So I'm actually going to bring this down, and I think what we probably want to do, increase that size a bit. I think I'm going to do black stars. Okay, I might need to do this with a mouse. Because I need to be a little bit more stable. Did my music go quiet? Oh. That was weird. Okay. Actually, I might want to do it just a little bit lighter. Visual Truth Cloud, yeah. So I'm not going to put too many. I just want to add like a little bit of something here. I kind of want to make it just a little bit. Actually, I might even do like a little bit of opacity to it so that way it looks a little something like that. Cool. I don't know that I love that, to be honest. I might end up taking that out. But at the very least, yeah, a sort of glitch, right? It's supposed to be like a sort of glitched area, right? I feel like it makes a little bit more sense that it's a little bit inverted. I'm not actually sure what the best way to do clouds is, to be honest. Maybe something like this. If I change around the brush a bit. Okay, I'm going to do... I don't know if that really works well. Hold on. Let's do some quick research here. Clouds. I'm gonna look up Cloud GIMP. I might be able to actually find something. How to add fog or cloud effect to any image. Here we go. This might work well. So is there an actual effect for this? Under filters. Okay, I don't see that option he's talking about there. Okay, I think this is either outdated or he's got some sort of plugin or something. Okay, actually, that might be the way to do it. Maybe I do like some solid little blobs, and then I can kind of blur it out. Oh, actually, this might even be better. Hold on. Maybe I could do some noise instead. Hold on. This might actually turn out a little bit better. Let's try this. Noise. What do I need to do? Maybe, sounds got solid noise. Where does he get solid noise from? Ah, here we go. Solid noise. Here we go. This is looking a little bit better. kind of like that. Oh man, I think I really like that. You know, I'll leave the opacity at 100 because I can actually adjust the opacity over here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Dude, I like that. I like that because it doesn't really look like clouds. It just kind of looks weird, and I like it. We're gonna try this, and we're gonna see how this turns out. File, export as, say, sky sphere. We'll go and throw in pictures. Let's see how this looks real quick. I might need to do a little bit more work because I think the sky spheres are actually a little weird. There are nodes where you can mix. All right. I'm not trying for something too complicated right now. I first want to make sure that this will work real quick. So let's do this. We'll go ahead, levels, make sure in our persistent level. In our persistent level, we want to drop in a sphere. Let me make sure I'm, there we go. Okay. So we want to make sure that's centered. We're going to scale this up. Start there. Okay. I might have to play around with this a bit, but we'll see. Okay. Then we go and grab our materials. Okay, let's go ahead. I do not. I just need. Where did it go? Did I not import it? I thought I did. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong folder. Whoops. I'm in the wrong folder. Okay. Let's see. We'll do RGB into emissive. Make sure that this is unlit, and we'll want to make sure that this is two-sided so we can see it from the inside. Okay, it looks a little weird at the top. All right. I think maybe what I have to do is I may have to make some changes there. I'm not going to worry about the bottom. I think that'll honestly be fine. Noise gen and GIP. There are nodes where you can mix. Set material. No import. Do you mean don't import or? I need to make sure that this doesn't have any collision too. Presets, no collision. Okay. So it looks like, yeah, I don't think I like those little black spots. I think I'm gonna leave out the stars there. And then what I probably have to do is kind of blur this up at the top or something. Ooh, shit. Let me see here. Looks like I may need to like blur it or something. Let's try smudging it. I feel like this isn't quite working right. I don't know if that's really going to work well, huh? Hold on. Hello, Hamida. Hope you're doing well. Let's see, you're saying move noise, curve rump. Is that like another filter or something? Circular. Why did my music go silent again? GIMP curve rump. That's just color curves. I don't know if that's... Oh, wait. Filters, distorts, curve. Is this what you're talking about? There's this curve bend. Not really sure how this is supposed to work. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? A little something like this? Oh, how did I do that? I did not even know I could hide that. How in the heck did I just hide that? Did I just somehow hide all of my windows? Oh, there's a hide. Oh, I didn't know that. Tab to hide docs. Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Let's do this then. Hold on. Am I supposed to be doing like a little something like that or something, or? Kind of think it'd be a little something like that, right? Describe the nodes and UV the material multiply from several. Add a transparency ramp. Hold on. Oh, so you're saying do the noise separately. I see what you're saying. Okay. I think, can't I do this? Hold on. Let me see this real quick. Let me see here. I think. What is going on with this? It's so annoying. Hold on. See, I think it'd be a Voronoi. Is that what it usually is supposed to be? Be 0. Actually, I guess -1 would be the. Try and get just one right first. Okay, and then I think if we multiply them together, right? Isn't it supposed to be you multiply multiple different noises together and you're supposed to get a better outcome the more you multiply it together or something like that? Let's see here. Let's do this. Unreal Engine create sky sphere. What is going on with this? Is this just me? My stream's not stopping. Let's see this. I might have to do a little bit more research into this or something. I think I might have to do a little bit more research into this. I think it might just be a little bit weird just because of the way... I think honestly the clouds might be a big part of it. I think I'm going to do this for now though. We'll just go ahead and do the color. I'm just gonna deal with that for now. Just so I have like some sort of reference. What? Why is it not importing it? That is so weird. I don't know why that was happening. Okay, well, at the very least, the gradient works. That'll do for now. Yeah, that's so weird. I don't know why that was happening. All right. More Chris. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to figure out some way to do the noise or something. Because it's the detail that I think was really screwing me up. The gradient works fine. The gradient wasn't a problem. It was literally just the, like, any detail and stuff I want to add in there. So I'll have to figure that out. Anyways, I'll go and leave that for now. We'll go ahead and work on this a little bit. So, this is kind of what the logo is looking like right now. I'm liking it for the most part. I think it's pretty readable. I tried not to make it so glitched out that you couldn't read it or anything. Hit save there. I tried not to make it so glitched out that you couldn't read it or anything. So, I think I did a pretty good job at that. Now, I would like to see about adding in a little bit of like a pixel effect around the edges. So what my thought is, actually before I do anything, let me go and do this in a new layer. Pixels. Okay. So my thought is we'll do this. So if we go and grab just a small little cube here. Okay. It doesn't need to be a... Actually, I'll go and make it a perfect square. Okay. Then what we can do is I'm thinking I'm going to take this blue, go and lighten it up a bit. Be right around there. And then do something a little like that. Maybe we could even smudge it a little bit or something. Let me see if there's a way I can kind of make it sort of fade. Or maybe even... Oh, I know. Even better. I think... I think there's a way I can change this shape. Yeah, here we go. There's a nice square shape there. It's not working correctly. Do I have more than one color in there? Hold on. Did I screw this up? I do. Hold on. So that way it's a little something like that. There we go. Okay, and I'm also going to create another one, I think. I have a method to my madness here, okay? Stick with me for a sec. We do another gradient here. So I'm thinking to have a couple different colored pixels. This one is going to be a little bit more along the red. What the heck? Come on. It looks a little something like that. I actually don't know why I'm putting a box around it, to be honest. But, oh well. Cool. So that way we have a couple different pixels there. All right. And then my thought is we can kind of take these and we can kind of place them around. So pixels placed. Okay, let me see. Can I like copy this and bring it, or will I not be able to since it's in a different level? Okay, no. I guess I won't. I feel like I am doing this in a very convoluted way. Hold on, let me see real quick. Maybe there's a way I can make like a stamp or something. Hold on, GIMP stamp. There's got to be a way that I can make like a stamp or something like that. Create a custom brush. Here we go. Brush. That's what they're called. GIMP. Create a brush. Create new image. Size of brush you will be creating. For example, we'll be creating a 64 by 64 image. Okay, so I have to do this in a separate one. Okay. Well, all right. Hold on, add layer mask, and then, hold on, just to make sure I understand. Size. Did I close it? God dang it. Let me find real quick. Okay. I'm gonna have to pull it up again real quick. I did not even mean to close that. I did not even realize I did close it. That that sucks. Hold on. Trying to get a little bit of music going on here. What time is it, by the way? Okay. Gonna try and finish this off, and then I'll probably have to end off the stream after this. Okay. So create a new image, the size of brush you'll be creating. For example, yep. Go to the layers dialog. Create additional layers with the fill type transparent. If necessary, create or clear the background layer. Okay, so hold on. So file, export as. Okay, so there is a GIMP brush. And then I guess there's a way to import it or something? Oh, and then there's a place where I put it. Okay. So hold on. Just so I understand this correctly. If I go to my home directory. don't see a .gimp folder. They must have moved it or something. I think it would normally be under like a .sc folder or something. How to install GIMP brushes, Linux. Okay, there is a brush folders here. Okay, so hold on. Find edit. Preferences. Folders. Brushes. Okay, so it's under a .config folder. That makes a little bit more sense. So .config. GIMP 2.10 brushes. Here we go. Okay. So this is where it would get installed to. Yep. All right. Cool. So let's do this then. We'll do 64. Actually, we'll do 128. Do it much higher quality than what's probably needed. 28 by 128. And I did forget to make sure I had transparent background. New layer. Pixel red. All right. Oh, did I hit the wrong thing? If I'm gonna do this, I'll make sure it's done right. All right, so we're gonna do that, and there's going to be, I misnamed it, but that that's gonna be our pixel red. Okay. All right. So if I do this now, can export as, we're gonna try this. So I can export it as a GIMP brush. So blue. Okay, so I exported it into my documents. So, a new window. I don't know if I just need to make it like white or something. Copy here. I might need to restart it. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I probably need to restart it. So let's do this. Cancel. Actually, I'm going to discard the changes because I'm not keeping it quite like that. Okay. Perfect. So now Oh, wait, that's why. Cool. That's kind of cool. Hold on, I'm curious. If I like make this... Okay, so... It does look like I... Okay, so yeah, it's always the same color. Alright. So... That being the case... And then also make one for the red. Learning all sorts of new stuff about GIMP today. I'll go close those. Cool. And then I'm gonna need to open it up one more time. Oh. Discard changes. Cool. All right. Now, got everything we need. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Gonna There's no way for me to like randomize the angle or anything, is there? Okay, we're gonna do this then. Hold on. Because I want for it to look pretty random. So we're gonna do this. Hold on. We're gonna randomize everything about it. So we're gonna do random angle, random size. I don't want it to be too consistent. I'm gonna have it be between somewhere between 0 and 128. Just completely random angle. Too big. Too big. Yeah, and a few more here and there. There we go. A little something like that. So my thought, add another layer. So we'll do red on top, blue on the bottom. So now we're gonna grab our blue brush and randomize a bunch of stuff about this too. Too big. You know, this has me thinking. Technically, computers don't do anything by random because they have a fixed sort of list of numbers that they used to choose from whenever they do anything. So whenever you tell them to do something random, then they're actually choosing just a number, the next number, within the parameters that you're defining in order to make something that appears random. And it does a pretty good job, because it does end up appearing pretty random. But it makes me think, do we as humans also have a sort of randomization thing that goes on in our head? Like, we're not completely random, but there's some sort of thought process going on in our mind. Even if we think that there is, there's something that goes on in our mind that tells us that it's not completely random. That'd be an interesting thought. No such thing as true random. I like to think that everything can be explained, even the things that appear completely random. All right, I think I'm liking that. I think last little touch here. I want to see if maybe I can do something with the background, but honestly, I don't really know if there's much that I can do, to be completely honest. Oh, did I just draw on that? I don't know if there's really anything I could do with the background other than do like a sort of gradient. I also have to be careful too, because I don't want to do anything where you won't be able to read it. What I could do is I could do maybe something that goes from I don't know, to be honest. I don't know that I really love it. Oh, you know what, too? Oh, man, it left in the black borders. Oh, man. Okay, I think I might have to leave it black for now. I didn't realize it left in the black borders for that. Like, there's actually black borders around the edge of the brushes. I didn't realize it did that. I was hoping it would be transparent. Oh, man. Alright, that's going to have to be something I'm going to have to fix, probably. Alright, we'll leave it solid black then. I like it. I like it. It looks good. It's a good version too. We'll go and export this into the pictures. I'm probably gonna have to adjust that a little bit, but it look very nice. Okay. Okay, and then the actual logo itself is going to be this here. So everything you see here will basically be, if we're looking at like a store page, right? Because I need to make sure that this makes sense, right? I don't know where the transparency edges went. I had a transparent background when I exported it. I have no idea what happened. I'll have to do a little bit more research into that. It'll be fine. I'm fine with the black background for right now. I'm probably going to add in I do want to see if I can't add in a gradient later on, but I'm gonna leave it for now. I won't worry about it. It'll be fine. Okay, so looking at this, right? Looking at this, so we have this here. This is one screenshot, and that's what this is here for now. So this image here is basically going to go here. Actually, let me open up Steam real quick because I need to see full Steam. I bought Starfield. I've not yet played it, so I actually have it in here. So if we're looking at Starfield, right, we're going to look at this side by side. So basically, I didn't realize I closed it. Okay, so if we're looking at Starfield, just as an example here, right? So this image back here is going to go here. This is actually made up of two images here. So you have the logo itself. So basically, I'm just going to separate off the text, and that's going to be my logo there. So we have the logo itself, and then we need something for the actual background. And this is where I'm trying to decide like what exactly I should do here. So one of the thoughts that I had is if we jump back into Unreal Engine for a second. One of the thoughts that I did have is if we looked at every level, what I might be able to do is find like a good position, and I'll probably have to like decorate the interiors first. You won't play Starfield? I'm a little bit curious. I like space games, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I haven't played it yet. I bought it. I just haven't played it yet. I downloaded it last night, and it didn't end up finishing until sometime late last night, so I didn't get a chance to. Anyways, so one of the thoughts that I had, and I may want to see if I can't change this material here to something a little different, is to get like a sort of central point on this at some angle. So that way I can basically cycle through each level. Okay, so that's not a good spot. So maybe like over here. So that way I can kind of have them all lined up like side by side by side by side. So we could kind of do something a little like this. I mean, it would kind of work. If I kind of position things behind it. Actually, this is probably a good angle right here. This right here. It's better to spend time testing your game. So I do test it. I only test it off stream, though, is kind of the problem. And the only reason I do that is because I'm only able to test on my Quest 2 right now because my index, one of the controllers broke, so I can't actually, test on my PC very well. That, and I'm also trying to make sure that I'm hitting the performance goals that I'm aiming for, so I'm trying to make sure it all works well. But I need to make sure, because this is the Steam page is going live this week. So that way I can start doing playtests. And so I need to make sure I have at least some semi-decent shots. So that way I can make sure everything's all good. I mean, that works. I don't know that I love it, to be honest. Okay. Yeah. There we go. So now I just have to get the rest of the... At this point, it's really just, I have to double check the AI. I think I broke that at some point, so I need to double check the AI and make sure that they're working correctly. And also by extension, I need to double check to make sure that the weapons work. They should be working. I don't think I did anything to the weapons specifically, but I do need to double check that. And then, let me see. So AI... weapons, I need to double check both those, make sure they're working. I'm going to need to set up a city generator. For now, I'm going to use this, but I think I'm probably going to end up changing this out for a city generator, and I think I'll just use this for now. Yeah, and then honestly, I think so long as those are working, everything is fine. The only thing that I'll need to do after that point is I need to set up the 4 main bosses. Which should all function pretty similarly. I just need to make sure I have the meshes for them, which I think I do. The bosses are going to be interesting. The bosses are going to be a interesting challenge. But yeah, so all that stuff's working. I just gotta make sure the combat stuff is all working correctly because I have not checked that in a while. I really need to start. I really need to start going back and checking things more often when I'm working on other, like the generators and everything. So this is probably going to end up crashing the project. So I'm going to go and end off the stream here. Let me just 62. I need to set that. So this is probably going to end up crashing off my computer if I don't end off the stream. So I'm going to go ahead and end off the stream here. Let me go and switch on over here. But it has been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it. Did it transition correctly? I think it did. It's been a lot of fun. I hope to see you guys. I'm going to be streaming again next week. By the next stream, I should have the Steam pages up. Actually, it might even be up already, actually, now I think about it. It might have been approved by now. Let me check. It has not been approved. Okay, so, yeah, so hopefully by the next stream, I should have it all approved. The only issue that I had was I didn't have enough text in there, so that way I could open up the Steam page. They wanted to have like a list of features and things in there. So I added just a brief little something in there. So that should be all good. And then once that's open, I already have the playtest page ready to go. So you guys will literally be able to go over to the page and request to playtest the game, which you should be able to do already as soon as that Steam page goes live. So it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. And by the way, as for Quest 2 Space Engineer, because I know you had asked, I'm looking into a way to do Quest 2 playtesting. There's not really a built-in version into the store unless you set up an App Lab page. But I need to do a little bit more research into App Lab because from what I understand... like you never pay for the game if you do App Lab because it's a completely free thing. So I need to look into that and see how that's going to work. I might need to set up like my own form or something where you submit an email or your username and I send you permission to play the game or something like that. Also, I know the App Lab setup is a freaking pain in the butt. I've done that before. It's a serious pain, but you know what? Maybe instead I can do instead of App Lab, maybe I can do Side Quest. Side Quest might actually be a pretty good option. I'll look into side quests. Maybe I'll do side quest for those who want to try it on Quest 2. Because I do want to get some Quest 2 feedback, because I know that's where I'm going to have the most problems. So far, everything should run like fantastic on PC. It's just going to be Android that has problems. Which really sucks. All right. Thank you guys for joining the stream. I hope to see you guys again next week. I do plan on streaming next week. At the very least, I'll be streaming on Thursday. I'm going to see if I can't stream on either Monday or Tuesday, and maybe even this weekend. So, looking forward to it. Yeah, so side quest will be awesome. I think I can set up side quest. I think I still need to give permission, or I think I still need to get permission to put up the side quest store, but I'm gonna look into side quest. That'll be a good option. All right, I'm gonna end off the stream so I can go and build this, do some testing, and have a good